So our other pot story, like I said, Colorado did not want to be outdone. Colorado's like, oh, Illinois is doing something. We legalized it first, and we will not be outdone. We're taking it a step further. By the way, we decriminalized mushrooms. Colorado, come get a Rocky Mountain High. What did Colorado do to not be outdone by Illinois? Colorado, they're doing this. Boomtown, Colorado governor, sorry about the margins on this one. Colorado governor signs law legalizing pot social use areas. So they're going to have social use areas for pot. All right, so Colorado Governor Jared Polis on Wednesday signed off on legislation that would allow businesses in the state to apply for licenses for social pot use areas. The measure authorizes pot hospitality spaces in which pot may be consumed on site and retail pot hospitality and sales establishment in which retail pot concentrate, and retail pot products retail may be sold and consumed on site in the establishment's hospitality space. The bill establishes requirements and prohibitions for the new hospitality spaces and require the state licensing authority to promulgate rules governing the new hospitality licenses and spaces. All right, so prior to this bill, residents and tourists could legally smoke pot recreationally under the state's existing law. However, there were few areas where smokers could go in the state to partake in legal consumption. So up until this bill, what they're saying is there's been no way to have safe public consumption. That's what the Governor Polis is saying. That's why he signed the bill. I've smelled it walking my dog. For many of us with kids, we want to make sure we don't have that in our neighborhoods. And according to the Associated Press, the law is scheduled to take effect in 2020, pending approval from voters. I have a feeling it'll get approval from voters, if I had to take a guess. Hospitality spaces. All right, and I wonder if it's so it doesn't look like there's many it's just kind of saying spaces. They're not giving a ton more detail there. So I'm assuming that could mean like bars or event, places that you go for recreation. Maybe restaurants. If a restaurant could do it, that'd be very smart, cuz first you could go smoke and get the munchies, then you're going to go eat. So, it's like, well, gee, if we have a recreational pot space near our restaurant, I mean, I know with smoking bans, that kind of raises a lot of questions, like, would something like that be possible? But there's always exemptions for stuff like hookah bars and exemptions to, like, how much food do you serve in certain states. I'm not fluent in Colorado smoking laws myself, cigarette smoking. So I'm not sure. But if a restaurant could pull that off, that would be very smart. It's like, hey, if somebody's on the fence about an appetizer, if we have a smoking area, they're like, I'm not sure if I want to get an app or not. I'm trying to watch my budget. Hey, go over there and partake in the smoking area. And if that restaurant serves pizza and or macaroni and cheese, holy shit, they'll cater their menu accordingly. They're just like, all right, we have a nice prime rib on the menu tonight. We got a good vegetarian curry for our non-meat eaters. We got a fantastic pasta dish. And some of our apps on special. We have a wonderful bruschetta. We got a great calamari. And our newest menu addition, Funyuns. That's what we got going on. We're going to mix it up, because there's the smoking space over there. So partake and enjoy. Colorado. Now, I have a feeling voters are going to be on board with this. That's what I think. I think voters are going to be on board. And now, here you go. Colorado, they're doing the pot thing a little further. They're going to have recreational spaces because the governor's dog is smelling that shit. All right? The governor's dog, you want to inconvenience the governor's dog? So what the governor, he's like, look, we need spaces for this. Think about my dogs. And then I know he pivoted to children. We don't want children. We don't want children to smell a plant. But no, I think this is a good idea. Have certain spaces and venues. That just makes it a better activity. And you know what? If they're having it in bars, especially, hey, somebody might, instead of having more drinks, maybe they're just going to smoke instead and not drink as much. And, maybe that keeps our roads a little safer. I'm not advocating stone driving. But, I feel like being drunk, it inhibits your decision making in a more negative way compared to being stoned. So yeah. So that's interesting. Colorado's pursuing this. They want to have actual spaces so that people know. And I know, like, in other places that have had legalized pot for a long time, they have cafes and stuff like that. So Colorado, they're going to be diving into that. There might be some pot cafes, some pot bars, and again, restaurants sitting on a gold mine. That's what you need to do. You're sitting on a gold. That's why I might move to Colorado and open up a restaurant that, and then have a designated pot area. And then be like, all right, here's our menu. And just have it completely catered. We're going to sell, like, everything Little Debbie makes. And then we're going to up it by, like, a couple dollars, hoping nobody notices. They're like, what? What? This Nutter Butter Bar was... Or no, it's not the... What are those things called? You know what I mean. Little Debbie. We'll go with oatmeal cream pie for this. This oatmeal cream pie is $12. Like, yeah, man. What are you going to do? I'm going to be rich! I'm gonna be rich. So there we go. That's happening in Colorado. We'll see. We'll see how that advances. Yeah. Well, it signed off. It got signed off by the governor. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this will allow businesses will apply for the law, and as long as the voters approve, it'll take effect in 2020. All right. So that's where that is. Yeah.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your